Just about 3 more minutes, then we start. Thank you very much.
Dorman Foods is a Ghanaian catering business inspired by a traditional delicacy
days, I love you days, any day, any of life's moments that you want to celebrate.
After 8 years of operation, Dorman Foods has more than 100,000 clients across the Ghanaian capital, most of whom depend on delivery services to surprise their loved ones. But most of his customers lack formal street addresses, a common problem across the African continent. Some also lack bank accounts, which complicates payments. Kofiga says these problems used to hamper his business, especially during occasions such as Valentine's Day in 2017.
And we only had 2 phones, and we had to serve, say, a customer base of about 200 orders. And here's different people sending you text messages, people calling, and they were all calling to place their orders on Valentine's Day on just a single day, right? And so we're able to process some orders. We missed out some details of some orders. It was very hectic.
Since then, Kofiga has started using an artificial intelligence tool called Chatbot Africa from Accra-based company M-Notify.
The chatbot is able to take the order, is able to remember all the
Hello, thank you very much, everyone. So we are starting now. So the video you were watching earlier was a use case of how a
All the
Ghanaian business was using AI to I think Sarah, we're having challenges with the video. I think your internet. So let me know if I'm audible enough from here. Maybe by reacting to the post. Yeah, thank you very much. So like I was saying, the video that I was playing earlier was a video of how a Ghanaian business is using AI to transform how they sell to their customers and the impact that it has had. And that is around the conversation that we'll be having today. So I'll just go ahead and introduce the guest for today, and we get right into the conversation. So Isaac Kofi Marfo has been in the tech space for over 15 years. And actually, I've just been told for over 30 years. So he's done a lot of things. He, similar to Notify, has a bulk SMS platform that he runs around customer engagements. And today he's in the capacity of Digi Transact. I mean, he would speak a lot about Digi Transact as part of his presentation, but he's done a lot of work in AI with training TVETs on how they can use AI. He has honors in AI law, AI strategy, and governance. He also was part of the panel of the panel of the board of directors, should I say, for AI strategy development in Ghana, and also for TVET Ghana as well, while they were working on their AI policy and compliance policy, I must say. And he's a proud Pompe College alumni. Without much ado, I would want to introduce or bring to the stage Isaac to take over the conversations. You can give a round of applause virtually. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, you all.
Yes, good afternoon.
I have a serious cold, so my voice is not too good, but pardon me for that. But I'll be speaking with an AI, so I'm not the only one who will be talking. There's an AI that will be assisting me called Felicia. So
Hey.
Someone said, hey. Felicia will be assisting me. So I would ask Felicia to also introduce herself, and then we'll proceed from there. Hello, Felicia. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Felicia, co-speaker for this webinar, created by Isaac Kofi Marfo. I specialize in AI-driven business automation, workforce trends, and the future of work. Excited to dive into today's discussion.
Thank you, Felicia.
You're welcome. Let me know if...
All right. Before we begin, there are two questions that I want you to note down. In the course of the discussion, I'll get onto those questions and see the answers that you have. And then we'll see the answers that the AI will also give us. So these are the questions. The first one is, how would you handle a rude customer? How would you handle a rude customer? So just think about it as we go on. So that's the first question. And then the second one is, should we fire an underperforming employee? Should we fire an underperforming employee? Once you are done, I would proceed.
Okay.
We have the rise of intelligent machines, how AI is reshaping business and the future of work. There's a very interesting topic, and you see, we have some from chatbots that never need coffee breaks to algorithms that crunch numbers faster than you can see spreadsheets. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing how we work, think, and do business. I urge you all to listen attentively as we go deep into this mind-bending world where machines are getting smarter and humans, well, we are trying to do our best to keep up. Now let's look at AI's impact on business. AI automates routine tasks, allowing employees to focus on strategic work. When I say this, I mean AI-powered chatbots. You know, in companies nowadays, companies are creating chatbots. You know, there are clients who want to communicate with the companies, and the workers in there, either you take people 24/7, or when they leave work, messages are left so that when you come back, you respond to those messages. In this case, chatbots, they work 24/7. So whether you are there or you are not there, the chatbots are responding to the clients that come in. Human beings only come in when the chatbot cannot respond to the questions that are being asked. In that case, the questions are escalated to human beings. So with chatbots, it frees up the human beings to do other work. So it increases efficiency. You know, that's what we mean by that. Secondly, AI enhances decision making. Normally, we deal with vast amounts of data, and it's difficult for humans to sometimes find the patterns in the data. So the AI helps the business to make more informed decisions, like optimizing, pricing, and predicting trends. Once I'm done with explaining this, I would bring in the AI to bring out real world cases and research that's been done. So let's move to the next one. The AI improves customer experience. For instance, recommendation engines can suggest products based on customers' browsing history or preferences. Let's look at the case of Netflix. You see, normally once you watch certain types of movies, the AI notes down and realize, okay, this guy loves action movies, love stories, this. So the next time you switch on Netflix, you see that it gives you recommendations because it knows what you like. So it's giving you what you like, probably more action movies, if love stories, more love stories and that kind of stuff. So it personalizes the interaction. And then AI fosters innovation by identifying patterns and accelerating developments. Businesses, you know, can use AI to generate new product ideas. You go into, let's say, Facebook market, you see what the people like and all that. So it streamlines that. enables your R&D, that's research and development, and then automates repetitive tasks. Okay, now I'm going to ask Felicia to give us AI's impact on business based on actual research. Felicia, I want you to give us AI's impact on business. The people listening to us, some are novices, some are professionals. So I want you to take your time and explain things step by step.
Good question. AI is transforming business in several key ways. Let's break it down step by step so both beginners and professionals can follow along. First, AI helps automate repetitive tasks. Think about chatbots handling customer service inquiries or AI-powered software processing invoices. This saves businesses time and money while reducing human error. Second, AI improves decision-making. Companies use AI to analyze large amounts of data and find patterns humans might miss. For example, retailers use AI to predict which products will sell best, while banks use it to detect fraudulent transactions. Third, AI enhances customer experiences. Personalization is a big trend. AI can recommend movies on Netflix, suggest products on Amazon, or tailor ads on social media based on your interests. Fourth, AI boosts efficiency in operations. In manufacturing, AI-powered robots assemble products faster and more precisely. In logistics, AI optimizes delivery routes to save fuel and reduce delays. Finally, AI creates new business models. Companies like Uber and Airbnb rely on AI to match customers with drivers or hosts. AI is also driving innovations like self-driving cars and virtual assistants. For professionals, the challenge is integrating AI responsibly, ensuring ethical use, data privacy, and workforce reskilling. Would you like me to go deeper into any of these areas?
Just give us one research that's been done on this.
Sure. A study by the McKinsey Global Institute titled Generative AI and the Future of Work in America found that AI could automate up to 30% of hours worked across the U.S. economy by 2030. However, instead of simply eliminating jobs, AI is expected to enhance roles in STEM, creative industries, and business professions, rather than replace them outright. The research also highlights that AI adoption will lead to shifts in labor demand, declining jobs in customer service, food service, and office support, while increasing demand in healthcare, transportation, and technology-driven roles. This means businesses need to rethink hiring, training, and employee roles to stay competitive. Would you like insights on how businesses can prepare for this shift?
Thank you for now. I'll come back to you. From what you just heard, what do you think AI's impact on businesses can bring about for your own company? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. All right. Now let's move to AI across industries. I'm going to pick a few industries and then we talk about this. On the screen, you see e-commerce, you see navigation, and then you see media. In e-commerce, AI powers recommendation chatbots. So you go to an e-commerce site, you are registered on the site, you buy particular goods. The AI notices that anytime you come is clothing that you normally buy. So anytime you go there, it gives you personalized recommendations on clothing. Whatever thing that you buy on the e-commerce site, it knows that this guy is coming to look at A, B, C, or D. So it personalizes the recommendations for you. In terms of navigation, AI improves systems, making travel safer and more efficient. In the media landscape, like we mentioned with Netflix, AI generates personalized content and automates video editing and all that. In the case of healthcare, AI aids in diagnosis and treatment. Recently, I mean, it's not advisable, but recently I had a few issues with my shoulder and my right side for almost a year. I was having issues, painkillers, all kinds of medicines. So I created a health chatbot basically. And then I said, well, these are the symptoms that I'm feeling. I've done a whole lot of things, gone to hospitals. The pain is not going down. And then the AI recommended Biku. So I was wondering, with all they've given me for almost a year, why would you recommend Biku? So I went to the pharmacy and said, I want Biku. Luckily for me, the owner of the pharmacy was there and said, oh, we have a Biku called Strong Biku. So I bought it. Within 5 days, the pain had gone down, So it is in diagnosis and treatments because it has a large data set of similar symptoms. It knows, okay, probably it might be A, B, or C. When we go to finance, AI detects fraud and personalizes recommendations. Now let's go to manufacturing. AI improves efficiency and quality. When you go to agriculture, AI optimizes crop yield and automates farming tasks. So there are certain tasks that are done on the farm, repetitive tasks. So the AI automates those tasks. When you go to retail, AI personalizes shopping experience. When you go to transportation, AI optimizes logistics. When you go to construction, AI increases productivity through real-time data analysis. And then when you go to energy, AI can forecast demand and optimizes grid operations. Now, like I did the first time, I'll throw it to Felicia again to also give us her inputs. Hello, Felicia. How does AI help across industries?
Great question. AI is making a big impact across many industries. Let me highlight a few key areas. In healthcare, AI helps doctors diagnose diseases faster and more accurately. It also powers robotic surgeries and personalized treatment plans. In finance, AI detects fraud, automates trading, and improves customer service through chatbots and robo-advisors. In retail, AI recommends products based on customer behavior manages inventory, and even powers cashierless stores like Amazon Go. In manufacturing, AI-driven robots improve production efficiency, reduce waste, and predict equipment failures before they happen. In transportation, AI optimizes delivery routes, powers self-driving cars, and helps airlines schedule flights more efficiently. In education, AI personalizes learning experiences, provides instant feedback through chatbots, and automates grading. Each industry is using AI in unique ways, but the goal is the same: increasing efficiency, reducing costs, and improving decision-making. Would you like to dive deeper into a specific industry?
Yes, I would want you to give us some real world use cases.
Absolutely. Here are some real-world examples of AI in action across industries. In healthcare, IBM Watson helps doctors analyze medical data and suggest treatments. It has been used in cancer diagnosis, where it scans thousands of research papers and patient records to recommend the best options. In finance, JP Morgan Chase uses AI for fraud detection. Their system, Poin, automates document analysis, saving the bank 360,000 hours of manual work annually. In retail, Amazon uses AI for personalized recommendations and supply chain optimization. Its AI-driven warehouses use robotic arms and algorithms to manage inventory efficiently. In manufacturing, General Electric uses AI-powered predictive maintenance. Sensors on machines collect data, and AI predicts failures before they happen, reducing downtime and repair costs. In transportation, Tesla's self-driving technology uses AI to navigate roads, detect obstacles, and improve driving safety through real-time data collection. In education, Duolingo, a language learning app, uses AI to personalize lessons for users, adapting difficulty levels based on performance. These are just a few examples, but AI is transforming almost every industry. Would you like me to expand on any of these?
No, thank you for now. I'll come back. Any questions so far? All right. Please go ahead and ask the question.
Hi, Mr. Isaac. Good afternoon. My name is Kwabena. Thank you for the presentation. I want to find out what software or what AI tool you are using. Is it an online base or it is on your mobile phone? If you could let us know the name, I think it will also
No,
help us.
can you speak up a bit? I didn't get it.
All right. So I wanted to find out the AI, the name of the AI you are using, and then is it a web based or it's a mobile phone based? Yeah, that is what I want to find out. Thank you.
Well, I'll get back to that, but basically, I'm using ChatGPT. I actually created the chatbot myself last evening for this purpose, so I'm using ChatGPT.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, but you see, once we are done, I would get into some of the AI apps, do some simple demonstrations, and then we'll proceed from there. Okay, so now let's look at the future of AI in business. Now we're looking at AI as a strategic partner. AI helps businesses to make better decisions by analyzing data, predicting trends, and making supply chains work better. It does this by predicting when store items will run out, for example, before it happens, and can forecast, let's say, next month's sales based on the weather, events, and past data. You know, it looks at all these things and then make predictions. 2, hyper personalization. The AI creates custom experiences for each customer, from suggesting products they might like to adjusting prices and helping solve problems. Like, you see how I explained earlier, how Netflix suggests shows you love based on what you've watched, or how online stores adjust prices based on when and how often you shop. It transforms work. So it changes how we work by handling basic tasks, helping with writing, and creating new types of jobs and business opportunities. You know, now AI can draft email responses in your writing style and create summaries of long meetings so you don't miss key points. You know, now there are tools, AI tools that record meetings as you go on. By the time you are done, it can transcribe, and then you get everything down, so you don't miss out on anything in terms of meetings. Then democratization of AI. AI makes tools available to all businesses. So even small companies can use AI to work faster and smarter. Small shops can now use simple drag and drop AI tools to build chatbots, and startups can access powerful AI through affordable cloud services, just like big companies. I mean, now it's available for both small and big companies. So you can't complain that this can be afforded by only the big companies. Now, whether small or big, you can afford. I'm going back to Felicia to also contribute, and then we go to the next step. Hello, Felicia. Can you tell us about the future of AI in business?
Good question. The future of AI in business is expansive and transformative. Here's what we can expect in the coming years. 1. AI-powered decision-making. Businesses will rely even more on AI to analyze market trends, customer behavior, and financial risks, leading to faster and more accurate decisions. 2. Hyper-personalization. AI will deliver ultra-customized experiences. Think of AI-driven marketing that tailors ads, products, and services to individual customer preferences in real time. 3. Automation at scale. AI will take over more repetitive tasks, from customer service, advanced chatbots, to supply chain management, predicting demand, optimizing logistics. This will free up humans for higher value work. 4. AI augmented creativity. AI won't just automate, it will enhance human creativity. We'll see AI co-designing fashion, generating movie scripts, and even creating new business models. 5. Workforce transformation. Many jobs will change. Instead of replacing workers, AI will create new roles that require human AI collaboration. Companies will need to reskill employees to stay competitive. 6. Ethical AI and regulation. As AI becomes more powerful, there will be stricter regulations to ensure fairness, transparency, and privacy in business applications. 7. AI-driven innovation. New AI-powered startups and business models will emerge. Think of AI-generated products, automated customer interactions, and intelligent business ecosystems. The businesses that adopt AI strategically will have a huge competitive advantage. Would you like insights on how businesses can prepare for this future?
Yes, give us a little insights.
Great. To prepare for the future of AI in business, companies should focus on 3 key areas. 1. Invest in AI talent and reskilling. Businesses must train employees to work alongside AI. This includes hiring data scientists, AI specialists, and upskilling current employees in digital tools. 2. Adopt AI gradually. companies should start with small AI projects, like automating customer service with chatbots or using AI-driven analytics before scaling to more advanced AI applications. 3, ensure ethical AI use. As AI becomes more powerful, businesses must implement transparent, unbiased, and privacy-conscious AI systems to maintain trust with customers and regulators. Those who embrace AI early will have a strong competitive edge. Would you like a case study on how a company successfully implemented AI?
A case study would be great. Go ahead.
Sure. Here's a quick case study before you go. Case study, Netflix. AI-driven personalization. Netflix uses AI to analyze viewing habits, preferences, and even the time of day users watch content. With this data, its recommendation engine suggests movies and shows tailored to each user, increasing engagement and retention. AI also helps Netflix optimize video compression, saving bandwidth, and improving streaming quality. The result, AI-powered personalization has saved Netflix over $1 billion annually by reducing customer churn and keeping viewers engaged. This is a great example of how businesses can use AI to drive customer satisfaction and revenue growth. Goodbye for now. Let me know if you need more insights later.
All right. Okay, I think for these ones, Lucia just talked about them. So we'll move on because the demonstration is more important for me. So let's I don't know whether yeah. Okay, so once we are done, we'll look at a few courses that people can do in AI, and then we'll look at the potential AI jobs. You remember that when we started, I gave out some questions. I'd love to hear your responses, how you deal with those questions that I brought out.
Yes, so at this point, I think Nana, you can Nana Boateng, you can unmute and speak if it's either a question or a response to the 2 questions that was posed earlier by the speaker. Nana Barnabas, anyone? Am I audible?
Yes, you are very audible.
Okay, Barnabas, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very
You
much.
had your hands up.
Yes, I still do have it up. Can I proceed?
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much for the information you are sharing with us. I am Barnabas from New Best Transport. It's a question, not a response to the questions you asked earlier. And I would also be glad after my question, you probably post those 2 questions of yours again, because I joined 15 minutes late. Here's my question. It's very clear that AI's success is heavily dependent on correct data. Is there any fear by AI experts of the possibility of feeding AI?
Please ask the question again.
Okay. Clearly, I'm saying that from the information gathered about AI, including what you just shared with us, its success is heavily dependent on correct data. So is there any fear by AI experts of possibility of feeding AI tools such as ChatGPT with wrong information, which definitely will lead you to make wrong predictions, which will be very dangerous across industries? In other words, the prediction that the B code, the drug prediction that the AI was able to make from the data that you give it. Is it possible that, I don't know where ChatGPT sources or fetches its information or its data to make this prediction? Is it possible in this era of fake information across the internet, is it possible that these AI tools fetch data, can fetch wrong data and then use it to make wrong predictions?
Thank you for the question. When it comes to AI, data is very important. Data plays a very important role. And the data that's fed into the system, it's what comes out. Normally, once the data is received, it needs to be cleaned and then the right data inputted. But invariably, you still get the AI bringing out information that is not right. There was a case with Amazon. I think when they were inputting the data, there were more males than the females. So the algorithm got something wrong. And anytime they wanted to recruit and there were women, the women were disqualified. It was later that they realized that it was because of the data that was inputted into the system. So the data that is used is very important. I remember when ChatGPT came earlier and I was asking it to show me how Banku is prepared. And then it gave me a response that indicated that it was talking about, Eto.
Great.
So recently I wrote an article indicating that Africans or even Ghana, we need to have our own large language models where things that go in will relate to our culture, I mean, things about us. Because even now, when you say the AI should create an image for you, automatically it creates an image with white people, unless you specifically indicate that you want people from Ghana or African Americans or whatever before you get what you want. So you are right with your question. I guess we need to look at the data. We need to create our own systems as well. The only problem comes, the challenge is the cost. That's what's holding us back. But yes, data is very important. Yeah. If you want Felicia to also help with the question.
Okay.
Let's see what she also thinks.
Yes,
Felicia, what role does data play in large language models?
Clarify what specific aspect of data you're asking about. Are you referring to its role in AI, business, decision-making, or something else?
Its role in AI, in building LLMs.
Great question. Data is the foundation of AI and large language models, LLMs. Here's why. 1. Training AI models. LLMs like ChatGPT learn from massive data sets, including books, websites, and articles. The more diverse and high quality the data, the better the model's ability to understand and generate human-like text. 2. Improving accuracy. AI models refine their responses based on patterns in data. The more examples they process, the better they become at tasks like summarization, translation, and code generation. 3. Bias and ethical concerns. If the training data contains biases, the AI can reflect or even amplify them. That's why companies must carefully curate and filter data to build fair and unbiased models. 4. Continuous learning. LLMs improve over time through fine-tuning and reinforcement learning using user interactions and updated data sets. Simply put, better data, smarter AI. Would you like to dive deeper into how companies source and process data for AI?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Great. Companies source and process data for AI in several key ways. 1. Data collection. Businesses gather data from multiple sources like websites, customer interactions, social media, and research papers. For example, OpenAI's GPT models are trained on publicly available text, licensed data, and proprietary data sets. 2. Data cleaning and pre-processing. Raw data often contains errors, duplicates, or irrelevant content. Companies use data pre-processing techniques to remove noise, correct inconsistencies, and structure the data for AI training. 3. Annotation and labeling. Some AI applications like chatbots or self-driving cars require labeled data. Human annotators or automated tools tag data, e.g. marking images of pedestrians for an autonomous vehicle system. 4. Fine-tuning and customization. Businesses fine-tune LLMs by training them on industry-specific or proprietary data. For example, a law firm might train an AI model on legal documents to improve its expertise in that field. 5. Data privacy and security. With large-scale data use, companies must ensure compliance with regulations like GDPR, Europe, and CCPA, California, to protect user information. 6. Real-time data updates. AI models improve when exposed to fresh data. Companies implement continuous learning pipelines that feed updated information to models for better accuracy. By carefully sourcing, cleaning, and securing data, companies build more powerful and responsible AI systems. Would you like an example of how a company fine-tunes AI with its own data?
What I would want to know is what will be the impact of AI using wrong data sets?
Great question. Using wrong or poor quality data sets in AI can have serious consequences. Here are some major impacts. 1. Biased AI decisions. If the training data contains biases, the AI will learn and replicate them. For example, biased hiring data can lead to AI favoring certain demographics over others. 2. Hallucinations and misinformation. Poor quality data can cause AI to generate false or misleading information. LLMs trained on unreliable sources might confidently present incorrect facts. 3. Security and privacy risks. If AI models are trained on sensitive or unverified data, they could accidentally leak private information or expose security vulnerabilities. Ethical and legal issues. AI trained on copyrighted or confidential data may violate intellectual property laws and face legal challenges. 5. Reduced business performance. Companies relying on AI for decisions, e.g. fraud detection or medical diagnosis, may suffer financial losses or reputational damage if AI provides inaccurate results. To prevent these issues, businesses must carefully curate, clean, and monitor their training data. Would you like insights on how companies ensure AI models use high-quality data?
Thank you. I will come back later.
So,
Great.
but maybe in the interest of time, we might have to just take one more question. Move to the practical side. On the practical side, I'm sure we'll answer a lot more questions here. So, maybe Nana Boateng, you can go at your question, but Robert, you could share the question in the chat. Then, when we enter the practical session, Isaac would answer all of them. Okay, Nana Boateng, can you unmute? Okay. So I think Nana Boateng is unable to hear us. So maybe Robert, you can go ahead and ask your question or share that in the
Okay,
chat.
thank you.
Yeah. So you can go
Thank
ahead.
you. Very quickly, are there places where we can find information on the use of ethical use of AI? Because I think that now the conversations around how do we ensure that we are using AI in the right way? I've read some scattered information, but I haven't found a source, maybe a guide that says, okay, in using AI in business, this is the guide to ensure that it's ethically done. So if there are sources that you can share, some of us are trying to draft policies for organizations and things. So that kind of information will also be very useful. Thank you.
All right. I think once we're done, we would share some links to such information, if that's all right with you.
Very all right. Thank you.
And then we have an actual training in the coming weeks. So some of these things will be addressed.
Great to be happy to have the information to join. Thank you.
All right. All right. No. How many of you have heard of Notebook LM? Is there anyone who's heard about Notebook LM?
Yes, I have, please.
Okay. And have you actually used it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks. Okay. So we are going, the first tool that we're going to have a look at is Notebook LM. I don't know how many of you have PCs in front of you or your phones, because normally I prefer practical things. So if you have those things, I'll suggest, okay, we can do a demo from my end, and then later you can try it. So notebooklm.google.com. Okay. This one is all right. This one is fine. Okay. Okay. Do you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
All right.
It's a welcome screen. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Notebook LM is a tool, one of the tools from Google. Very interesting tool. That's a whole lot of things. We will get in and see how this works and how it can help you in your work, in learning, in doing podcasts, in doing a whole lot of things. So once I think I have a lot of things. That's why you are seeing all those things down there. But once you open, you see Create New. So when you click on Create New, it gives you a screen where you can pick files from Google Drive, Google Slides, actually paste tests, or pick anything from YouTube or from a website. So, for example, let me use a website in this case. Let's say I want it to come from your end to make it more interesting. Suggest a website for me.
Shopyhive.com.
Come again.
Shopyhive.com.
Can you spell it for me?
MNOTIHIVE. IFY. MNOT IFY.
Oh, MNotify. Okay. MNotify dot what? Okay.
Com, please.
Okay, so now once you click on this, it goes to MNotify and try to gather all the information that it can there. And now you can ask questions on the websites. You can generate frequently asked questions. You can create a briefing doc. So for example, let me click on briefing doc. To give you a brief on the MNotify sites. It can even create a study guide for you. But in this particular case, my main thing is when you look here, you see generate. Once you click on generate, it generates an audio off the site. So if it were to be a document that you uploaded, it will generate an audio with two AIs discussing the document or the website or whatever. And you can even actually join the conversation as well. So now that is generating. So let me talk about the other things. The study guide, for example, assuming as your course, and you've been given certain documents. Once you upload the course, it generates a discussion on the course. So you can play and listen when you are home, when you are moving. So learning becomes, very interesting for you. It might take a while. Once it's done generating, we would go and listen and then see. How it works. In actual fact, Google has a lot of tools. We seem to underutilize what Google has, but they have a lot of tools that are not known to a lot of people. The question, okay. Please go ahead, and I see a hand up. Go ahead and ask the question as this one generates the audio. Oh, the hand is up by mistake.
Jalil Mujali, I think your hand is up. Do you have a question or it's okay? Probably it's not.
No, as it's generating, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask him there. Okay, so I'm going to the next two. By the time I come back, I might have finished generating. Okay, Isaac, you can ask your question.
All right, can you hear?
It's a bit faint. If you can speak up a bit.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, it's better.
Is it okay?
Well, it was better, but it's gone down a bit.
Okay. How's it now? Okay, so what I want to say is that I want to ask, okay, from the beginning, my network wasn't really good. How you explained on how to add the website and all those things. My network wasn't stable, so I didn't get that well. I don't know if you can recap, do a little recap on that. Yes.
The site is notebooklm.google.com, and then you
Okay.
just add a source. So the source might be a website, it might be a file, it might be whatever, and then you can generate a study guide, you can generate a briefing doc, you can generate frequently asked questions, and then you can directly ask questions about whatever was uploaded. In this particular case, we generated an audio of mNotify. So let's go ahead and listen to the audio. So he's gone to mNotify, gathered all the information there, and now
all right,
once
welcome
you
back,
click-
everybody. We're diving into mNotify today.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, they're a company that's really kind of making some noise in the customer engagement and communication world.
Interesting.
So we've got, a whole stack of website excerpts and all that.
Yeah.
Fair warning, you're probably going to get really excited about chatbots after this deep dive.
Oh, I love chatbots.
Yeah, and personalized messaging, and maybe even like the power of a good birthday win.
Right. Who doesn't love a birthday message?
Exactly.
Yeah, the thing that kind of jumps out at me right away about Notify is like they're all about growth.
Mm-hmm.
Their tagline is unlock exponential growth with our tools. It's a big promise.
Yeah.
But then you see they're really focused on boosting sales, engagement, and repeat purchases. Like that's the trifecta.
And they're putting up some pretty big numbers to back that up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, over 1 billion SMS delivered.
Wow.
Over 124,000 orders through chatbots.
That's impressive.
Sorry
And
about
over
that.
4 million voice SMS delivered.
Voice SMS, that's interesting.
So they're reaching a pretty massive audience.
Yeah. I mean, with those numbers, you kind of have to say they're a major player.
Yeah, for sure. So how are they doing this? What are the actual tools?
Okay, so they've got these 3 main offerings.
Okay.
Bulk messaging solutions, Chatbots Africa, and Phone Anchor.
Catchy names.
I know, right?
So bulk messaging solutions, that seems pretty self-explanatory, right? Just getting a message out to tons of people quickly.
Yeah, you want to reach a lot of people fast.
Yeah.
But there's more to it than just like blasting out generic texts.
Okay, there's got to be.
Yeah. So it's about
Okay.
speed and volume for sure.
Sorry about the echo. I think it's due to our connection here.
But they're also really smart about what kind of messages they're sending. So
But
it's not
in
just
this
SMS,
particular
it's
case,
voice
you
messages
see
too.
Two
And even
AIs having
birthday
a
greetings.
discussion
Wait, a
on
birthday app, is
mNotify.
that like a thing? Is that really
You
effective?
can
or is
actually
it just,
join
like,
the conversation.
cheesy?
Right. I was kind of skeptical too. But when you think about it,
I think the problem we're having is with our internet connection.
It could be
That's why the
internet.
echo is coming in. All right, since we're having issues here, probably I think I'll pause this and then let's have a look at Google AI Studio. The internet is giving us issues here. What can I hear? How many of you have used this tool before or heard about this tool? All right. This tool is called Google AI Studio. And what it does is that, for example, when you look at the screen, you see create prompt, stream real time, and all that. When you click on stream real time, it gives you the screen. Now, if you click on the camera down here, it asks you whether you want to share your screen or you want to okay, so let's share the screen. It can be the entire screen or a section of the screen. Okay, so assuming you are doing something on the screen, this is a YouTube video. Hello. This is what they are seeing. That so probably.
Hi.
Just a moment. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So, come again. All right. The sound. Let me no. The sound should be coming. One second. I'm wondering why this one is not coming. No, that's not been the issue. It's not coming. The sound. I think we are having a few issues, but normally the sound should come. I think there was a pop-up that I didn't see, but once you have your screen, if it's a program that you are doing and you don't understand, you can start asking questions and it will take you through whatever it is. If it's an app that you don't, so still, how should we refresh? Just a moment. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
No, I'm talking to the Google AI Studio. This one is gone again. Hello.
Hi. Isaac. So I think someone is suggesting something in the comment section. Stewart is saying that it may not work because Google Meet is already using your microphone. So I don't know if that could be a
No, but
possibility.
it is working now.
Okay, sure, great.
It's working. Okay, so just like the conversation I was having, this one can also have a conversation with you. So if it's an app that you are using and you need clarifications, you need training, whatever, you can communicate with it and it will take you through the app. So, yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Okay. Well, now I'm in Notebook LM. I'm new. I've never used it before. Can you show me around? Yes. The page is open now. What should I do?
Are we intended to hear what they are saying? Because we can't hear, we only hear you.
Someone just asked a question. Let me.
No, this is Robert. I was asking, are we supposed to be hearing the AI speak as well? Because we only hear you asking them questions.
No, what I'm just trying to show you is that, for example, Notebook LM, assuming I've never used it before. Now I can ask Google AI Studio to show me exactly what to do, assuming I don't know anything about it. That was what I was trying to explain. But it also keeps talking. So you can't hear. Okay. Let's see. The volume is too low. Okay. Can you hear now?
If you ask it a question, then if it says something, then we can see if we can hear it.
All right. Yes, I've never used it before. So show me around. Now I'm on this page. What should I do? I want to create a new one. Now what should I do? I want to choose a file from my laptop. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
All right. So I'm yet to upload the file. This one. Or the last one. No, because that one needs to come. Okay. All right. Now I'm choosing the file. Just a moment. I want to pick any file that. Okay, I've chosen the file. I think it's disconnected. No, I'm talking about the Google AI Studio. Or something went wrong. All right. Because we'll be having an actual training, probably the last one I'll add, because these are tools that we would have to take time and then go through. But let me add just one for I guess most of you are workers and you prepare presentations and all those kinds of things. So I'm going to give you a tool that will help you in doing your presentations. The tool is known as Gamma.app. Let's say you need to prepare a presentation on something. I want someone to give me a topic that we can prepare a presentation on. Any topic.
How to become rich.
How to become rich. Hey. All right. So, so now you are going somewhere to do a presentation. And you've chosen the topic, how to become rich. All right. Once you come onto this, you see presentation, you see web page, you see document, you see social. So now we're going to say how to become rich. All right. And then for the cards, you can either increase or decrease. But because we are doing an experiment, let's use this. And then you click generate outline. So now how to become rich is generated some outline for us. So you have how to become rich, the myth of overnight wealth, build a social financial foundation, develop a wealth mindset. It's giving you an outline. You can decide to add a few things to the outline or go with this. Now it's giving you the option to choose the theme. Let's say we choose this theme. There are more, so you can click on that and view more, but we are just experimenting. And then when you come to the content, you have brief, you have medium, you have detailed. So it's up to you to say, okay, I want it to be detailed, I want it to be brief, I want it to be medium. Let's say detailed. And then you want AI to generate the images for you. You can indicate the style here. For the AI, it's going to use Flash Pro to generate the images for you. And then you can click on generate. So straight away, it's generating a PowerPoint presentation for you. So you see, within a few seconds, wow, you have your presentation. You can actually add things, make changes. You know, let's assume I don't want this image. So directly, I can edit the image. I can say, I want an image of a Ghanaian business man in his office. You can enhance the prompt here. And then for the image, you can choose what to generate the image for you. You have the various image generation tools here, but I'm using a Pro, so probably for the free you might not get access to certain things, or even if you get access and do it this way, you get their logo in whatever is generated. So now we can generate. So it's changing what was already there into the prompts that we stated. we could have said a realistic image of whatever, but we just said a Ghanaian. Well, if we had said a realistic image, it would have generated a realistic image for us. Realistic. Image. We didn't get it the way we want, but at least you see how it works. So in that we can change the tests, whatever. I mean, anything that we want can be done. So this is just to whet your appetite for the training we are planning for. There are a lot of tools. I mean, over 70 tools, and these are just a few things to whet your appetite. Ronaldo would, at the point, indicate when we will be having the training, and then we'll proceed from there. I'm still going back to my initial questions that I gave you, if you remember the questions. The first one was how to handle a rude customer, and then the second one was, should we fire an underperforming employee? I would love to hear your thoughts on them.
Now?
Now will not be bad.
Okay, this is Robert. The first question, how to handle a rude customer. I think the first thing is to be aware of who you are representing as a customer service person or as a brand. So if you are aware of the brand you are representing, then you make sure that you don't do anything or say anything that will put the organization or the brand into disrepute. So as rude as the customer gets, you still stay to being calm, being professional, and trying to empathize with the customer. I think when people feel that you hear them and you see them sometimes, they become a little bit more patient, and they would want to hear more if you show that you care and that what they are saying, you agree with them. So if I'm shouting at you and you say, oh, I hear you, oh, I want to help you, so let's talk about it. I'm sure people will be more, and they see that you are making an effort as a person trying to help them. They may calm down, but if it starts getting violent, then you need to get security involved at that point. The next one is, do you fire an unperforming client staff? I think it depends. A lot of things come into play. One, is this person not performing and has a bad learning attitude, or has a bad attitude in addition to the non-performance? If the person has a good learning attitude, has opportunity to grow and become better, then maybe we'll give the person time to put them on learning opportunity, give them a time, discuss clear learning goals, draw their attention to the non-performance, and discuss clear learning goals towards enhancing their capacity to perform. If the person is someone who has a bad attitude and also non-performing, then I think it's about time the conversation is had. If it's a contract that ends, no renewal is done. If it is a contract that is not ending anytime soon, then it means the conversation needs to be had, and the contract is ended on an amicable basis, because you can't have a bad performing employee and investing money in them and not getting any returns. So the faster it is done, the better. That is when the client, the staff has bad attitude, because now we know most of the times when we hire for good attitude, learning, if the person has a learning attitude, the person has patience to be able to get better at what they do up to a certain point in time, then we can give the person space. But if the person has a bad attitude and also doesn't perform, then they gotta go. I hope it's helpful. Thank you.
Now it's very helpful. Yeah. Now we're going to see the logic that an AI will use in this particular instance. So I'm going back to Felicia to find out how she would have handled this. Hello, Felicia. How would you handle a rude customer? Hello, Felicia. How would you handle a rude customer?
Great question. Handling a rude customer requires patience, professionalism, and problem solving. Here's how I'd approach it. 1, stay calm and listen. Acknowledge their frustration without reacting emotionally. Let them vent while you actively listen to their concerns. 2, empathize and apologize. Even if the issue isn't your fault, show empathy. A simple, I understand how frustrating this must be, can help de-escalate the situation. 3, stay professional and solution-focused. Keep your tone polite and guide the conversation toward a resolution. Offer clear solutions or escalate the issue if needed. 4, set boundaries if necessary. If the customer becomes abusive, politely but firmly state acceptable behavior, e.g., I'm happy to assist, but I need us to communicate respectfully. 5, follow up if possible. If a solution is provided, a follow-up message can rebuild trust and improve customer satisfaction. A professional and composed approach can turn a negative interaction into a positive outcome. Would you like a real-world example of how businesses handle rude customers effectively?
Well, give me real world examples. That'll be fine.
Absolutely. Here are some real-world examples of how businesses handle rude customers effectively. 1, Amazon's customer service approach. Amazon trains its customer support teams to handle angry customers with calmness and problem solving. If a customer is upset about a delayed package, the agent acknowledges the frustration, apologizes, and provides a refund or expedited shipping. This keeps the focus on solving the issue rather than arguing. 2, Ritz-Carlton's Empower Employee strategy. Ritz-Carlton allows employees to spend up to $2,000 to fix a guest's problem without manager approval. If a guest is unhappy, staff quickly offer a personalized solution, e.g. room upgrades, free services, to turn the experience around. This proactive approach prevents further conflict. 3, McDonald's Kill Them with Kindness rule. McDonald's employees are trained to stay polite and never argue back with rude customers. If a customer yells about a wrong order, the team simply remakes the meal with a smile, avoiding escalation. 4, Apple's 3F's technique, feel, felt, found. Apple Store employees use this structured method for upset customers. Feel, I understand how you feel. Felt, others have felt the same way. Found, what they found helpful was. This method helps calm emotions while guiding customers toward a solution. These businesses prove that staying calm, empathetic, and solution-focused can turn even the rudest customer into a loyal one. Would you like me to break down any of these strategies in more detail?
Well, my next question is, should we fire an underperforming?
Go ahead. I'm ready for your next question.
All right. Should we fire an underperforming employee?
I think you were rather asking how an underperforming employee should be handled.
Well, let's see here what it says. I will rephrase it once it's done.
Firing an underperforming employee should be a last resort, not the first step. Here's a structured approach to handling underperformance. 1, identify the root cause. Is the issue lack of skills, motivation, or personal challenges? Understanding why they're struggling helps determine the best course of action. 2, Provide support and training. Offer mentorship, training, or coaching to help them improve. Sometimes employees just need guidance or better tools to succeed. 3. Set clear expectations and deadlines. Clearly outline what needs to improve and by when. Use performance improvement plans, tips to track progress. 4. Monitor and give feedback. Regular check-ins ensure they have the chance to improve. Positive reinforcement for small wins can boost motivation. 5. Make the tough call if needed. If after support and clear warnings, there's no improvement, termination might be necessary, but it should be done professionally and legally, ensuring fairness and dignity. A structured approach protects the company and gives employees a fair chance to succeed. Would you like insights on how top companies handle this process?
Thank you. I think it's still answered the question both ways, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Now, if there are other questions, let's have a look at them and then call it a day.
Okay, then I have one, please. If you look at ChatGPT, is it GPT or GTP? GPT, Meta AI, and the other AI platforms that we're able to key in information for it to make some suggestions to us. That is also collecting our information, and it would be able to predict after a period how we behave and a lot more about us. How safe is it for every individual user? And as someone well versed in AI, what would be your advice for individual users when using AI tools like this? Should we use fake accounts, or what do we do? Thank you.
Good question. Before you use any tool, it's good to read the privacy policy, how your data is going to be used. Normally, you find those things in the privacy policy, whether the collected data will be used for, will be sent to third parties, will be used for ABC. You see everything there. In the case of ChatGPT, there's, I don't know about the free one, but for the paid ones, the memory, there's some kind of memory, a button that you can switch on to save the memory or not save whatever was typed in there. If it switches permanently onto memory, it means it's keeping your data, and the data will be added to their training data. I think they mentioned that in the privacy policy. So you need to make sure that that thing is switched off. Yesterday, I was looking at the privacy policy of DeepSeek. And I mean, I know most of you have heard of DeepSeek by now. An open source model, free.
Yeah, better than ChatGPT.
Exactly, reading small. But when you go to the privacy policy, it says your data might be used in training their system further. And when you check, anytime the government requests for the data to, I don't know if they will update it, but as of December, they said anytime the government requests for the data to be given to them. So normally, the privacy policy angle is very important. The interesting thing is that most of these ones, especially in the case of DeepSeek, you can install it locally. For the ones that you can install locally, you don't have an issue because it's on your machine and you use it as and when you need to. Your things don't really go out. But if you are using it on their server, the risk is there. Yeah. So just make sure you always read the privacy policy before you take certain decisions. What you are putting there, is this something that would you wouldn't want to fall into the wrong hands or whatever. I mean, you can do the general things, but if it's an important something that you wouldn't want to go out, you shouldn't input it there.
Okay.
But the option for local installation is there.
Yeah, even with that, I'm thinking I've used Highlight AI also, and that one also is sitting on my local machine. But the mere fact that it has access to their servers, I'm not so sure it is still safe.
Once it's sitting on your machine, whatever is there was completely downloaded onto your machine. It has access to the web. Yes, that's where the problem might come in. But once you do the local installation, there's no real direct link between your machine and their service.
It may
if there's an update, you re-download.
It will sync to their servers when you connect internet, unless you are not using internet.
Yeah, you have a
For
point.
installing it locally. Yeah.
You have a point there, yeah. Next question. Is it Emmanuel?
Yes, thank you very much, and good presentation. So I have one question with regards to, I think where my interest is, Notebook LM, right? So the summary, conversation, I want to ask that whether that is downloadable, or I mean, for future use and stuff like that.
Well, yes, it is downloadable. Normally what I do is that if I want to learn about something, there's a download link right next to it. So you download it, and normally I put it on a pen drive, and as I'm driving, I'll be listening to the conversation between the two. Just that if you're listening directly on the platform, you can easily join and ask them questions as well. So that's why you can download it, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Kofi. Coffee. Sorry.
Yeah, so I would like to congratulate our presenter for a very wonderful presentation. My question has to do with the fact that you see at the initials of the presentation, you made mention of something like a chatbot.
Yeah.
Then myself, I am an aspiring software developer, but then I want to find something lucrative to start. So I wanted to know if you said you created a chatbot. Are there opportunities in that field where its geo prospect in Ghana is really lucrative, or something that I can also jump onto?
You see, right now, it's not just about Ghana. If you are thinking about something, think global. And
okay,
for most of these things, there's a lot of information to learn a lot of these things on YouTube. We just don't use YouTube well. We just go there and watch videos, movies, and whatever. But every kind of tutorial is on YouTube. So whatever area that you're interested in, you can easily go there and learn.
Okay, thank you very much.
But are you a programmer?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Mafo.
Yes.
I think I need to add up to the question he asked. I think he should, the more technical question to the same question would be that
if you have APIs that can be utilized. I mean, developers are always looking out for APIs of systems, because as you all know, if you have the API of a certain system, you can deploy the same solution through a different interface of your own. So the chatbot that you have, do you have an API out there that developers can take advantage of? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, maybe just to come in over there. Yes, I mean, from MNotify's perspective, all of the chatbots that we have under the Chatbots Africa brand, there are APIs that you can use to, one, develop your own chatbot or to create a self-service chatbot. So that is available. Afterwards, you can reach out to us and we would assist you. info@mnotify.com or support@mnotify.com. In the same fashion as well, certainly with the large language models and all that, there are also APIs that are available that can be used. I mean, we are in a world where, yes, we are in a world where now everything runs on interoperability. Systems need to communicate. So there's APIs for everything. I think another thing as well is prompt engineering. I think that's something that once the speaker hands over to, we'll be talking about in our next session. One of the things I'll be doing in our next session, which we are hoping would be a physical session and wouldn't have some of the barriers and challenges we're having today. But that would be my answer to your question.
Okay, well, Mr. Ronald. I think it's Mr. Ronald speaking through Mr. Isaac Mafos.
Ashmit, since you left Accra, we've not seen you again.
Yes.
So
we are in the same office currently.
Oh, okay, I see. Nice. Thank you very much for the answer. But then, Mr. Ronald, I'm looking forward to your voice solution API. I think that is not yet available.
So also, I mean, one thing that will be rolling out tomorrow, right, and having a session on, which is a follow-up also on this conversation, is text-to-speech voice APIs, where we are now looking at how we can help businesses using voice SMS to now not waste their time to record and all that, but just type and automatically converts to either English or Tree or Fancy or Ga and all that. So just stay tuned for that. There will be emails and messages I'll be sent on that. As me, that would answer your question. The APIs will be both for the voice and the voice translation to local language or text to speech.
Okay, yes. I think that would be great. Thank you.
Anytime. Okay, so I think we've spent a lot of time today in the conversation, but I believe that it's been insightful and we've all learned a thing or two. I think for me, one of the tools that I've always found very exciting is Notebook LM, because if you're a business, you can use Notebook LM to automate your standard operating procedures, that's your SOPs. So at MNotify, for example, we use that for our onboarding of new staff. We use that for our SOPs. We use that for our incident reports and all of that. And the beauty of it is that it's similar to Google Drive, so you can share it with your other teammates. So that's one tool that I would entreat all of us to check out. Same with Google AI Studio. I think there's one exciting tool that will be showing when we meet in person. For those of us that do not know how to program but wish to develop applications, there's a tool that helps you to develop websites and develop applications without typing a line of code. And with that, all you have to do is be strong with your prompt engineering. And just as you're able to create a website and you're able to create a presentation from prompts and questions and all that, with that tool as well, you're able to create websites just by using prompts, and you're able to export these websites into proper functioning websites, to the extent of having websites as nice and beautiful as MNotify's website.
Even applications.
Yeah, and even develop applications as well. Yeah, so you can develop management applications and softwares and all of that from that. But that is just to say that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Our goal is to have these sessions monthly, where we have physical sessions and remote sessions, and not necessarily alone to also show tools, but to like have conversations around AI, how AI is being used in different industries, how people in industry are also using their AI to improve their services. So we'll be having an in-person training where we'll talk about some more tools and prompt engineering as well. And that will be communicated in due time as well, since we have the emails and all that. But for now, I want to say thank you very much for your time. Thanks to all those who have been able to stay from 1:59 to now. It's almost 3 hours, and I believe that we've all learned something more. So until the next time, it's Ronald and Isaac signing out. For the recording, that will be also shared via email and SMS to you guys as well. I think Ike wants to say something.
I just want to ask Felicia her final thoughts. Felicia, we are done. Your final thoughts.
A fantastic discussion. AI is transforming business, the workforce, and decision-making at an incredible pace. Companies that embrace AI strategically, invest in talent, and prioritize ethical use will gain a major advantage. At the same time, handling challenges like customer service, employee performance, and AI's impact on jobs requires a balanced, forward-thinking approach. The key takeaway: adapt, learn, and innovate. The future belongs to businesses and professionals who are ready to evolve with AI. Thank you for having me. I look forward to more insightful conversations in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like Isaac has fallen in love with Felicia. I see someone in the comments also commenting about Felicia. Felicia, sorry, but I wanted to have an idea about this Felicia. So I think I would officially want to bring the session to a close. So we are now in the unofficial session. So if you have any other comments or contribution, or if you also want to be part of this conversation going forward, like I mentioned, it's a monthly conversation. You can as well just let us know info@mlotfire.com and what you want to talk on or what you want to share with the community, and we pick it up from there. So at this juncture, we are done officially. Thank you very much. I'll hand over to anyone who has their hands up. You can unmute and share your thoughts.
Okay, please, Shaik, is there something like a WhatsApp platform or anything where we can join so that we can be notified quickly of any activity?
Yes, so we'll do all to create that as well and share the link via SMS so you join that. I think that's a very good question. So we'll factor that as well in the next step so that the conversations keep going. I see that Robert also mentioned that he would want more details on the in-person session. We'll look at that as well. Yes, Osmed, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think I have a general view about this AI coming so much of it, and then the impact. I'm looking at the negative ones. You know, now of late, if anybody develops something, especially secretaries, they are the ones suffering a lot. Those that normally do write-ups, and even it's getting to us, the developers, because now you do anything and then the credit is being given to AI. People quickly assume that, oh, CCA, he used AI to do it. So, like, human being getting credit for hard work done is getting low. I mean, I don't know if you understand my point.
Yeah.
That is a very huge thing. If you are clever, these days, if you are clever, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Slowly, we are getting there. If you are clever, if you are a very good writer, it seems not to mean it so much anymore, because even if you write it with your own English or you do your own work with your own thoughts, majority of the people out there will be discrediting it for the work of the AI. So that is the major bad side of the whole thing for me.
You know something interesting. I remember those times when we were using Lotus 123 and WordPerfect, and we're using keyboard shortcuts to do our things. And then later, other things came and people were, I said, oh, Master, why would I use this? By the time we realized, by the time you finish whatever you are doing, the other person might have finished. A point in time is coming where we will not even be saying this. Because with the AI, for those who can think. They will benefit more because we are
Exactly.
still learning. I mean, we are learning every day. If you
Yeah.
think you can just, you remember last year when they went to write the, is it SSSE or whatever, and some students got the questions, and they went. The question is asked, let's say, what is a dog? And the person inputs the question, and the AI tells it, oh, I don't understand your question. Can you clarify? And then they write the same thing there. I don't understand your question. Can you clarify? So if you are smart, you are smart. You can still benefit from it. If you are, what you need to do is that once you get a response from the AI, just go through and make sure everything is in order. The additions are made. Otherwise, you might now, you see, people think they are smart, but if you've learned prompt injection, I can input something in the question that I've given you, and you copy and you answer. Once I get it, I know you copied. I'm not even going to use any tool just by doing prompt injection. So it's there to enable us.
I think also now it is like how smart your question will be. Now, if you are smart, if you are clever, it should be in your prompt. I mean, if you ask intelligent questions, you get intelligent responses from the AI.
Exactly.
So I think the smartness of human beings now will be about how intelligent your questions will be to the AI.
Exactly. The prompt engineering part.
Certain results, yes. For you to get certain results. I think that's where cleverness, the benefit of cleverness is getting to. It's not about you doing the whole work from scratch. It's now how you ask the AI your questions. Wow. Education will, people will no more go to school very soon.
So basically, AI will only amplify. So basically, AI will only amplify the quality of your thoughts. Is that not it?
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
And
I
if we
think people
see,
should also come into
Robert,
terms
I
with
think
the
Robert
fact
is saying
that
something.
yeah,
Okay.
I think if we see AI as a supporter or something that helps us do better, it's rather a good way. Like I was just saying the thing, I was telling my colleagues in the office that that's the same way when calculators came, we were talking about how children won't be smart. They will not be able to think if we give them calculator.
Exactly.
But now calculators were allowed in examination rooms, So I think it is about how, as colleagues, it's about how we are smart. I use AI at the beginning of my work. Then when I get that prompt, then I sit on it to humanize it, to say, okay, how does it sound? Does it sound like my client? Is this something, because initially I would have done my needs assessment for my client. So if I use the AI to generate the maybe the outline or whatever document, I write policies for organizations. So once I do the technical needs assessment, I put in the prompt, so okay, give me an outline of an AI policy or for ethical AI policy. It gives me the outline, it will give me a sample. Then I take the situation of my client and now sit down to read through and make sure that I put that document in the voice of the client. Because, and like has been said, some of us, because we use AI for so long, if you give me anything AI, I will know, because I know it will give you at least one of the basic things you should know. It will give you American English from the beginning. So if you see a British person writing American English now, you know that this is not from a human, especially if you are from Ghana or from any British country, So there are certain prompts that some of us, so certain words that we know that this word, it's AI that we use it only. If somebody is writing for it and it's so technical that you look at the person and say, this is not English that should come from. So for some of us, we develop certain basics that we use to identify AI written documents as against human generated or a mixture of them. And I think the ethical one that I learned quite early was that anytime I use AI, I draw the attention of my clients that, look, I and AI work this thing together so that it is clearly cited, so that it doesn't become a problem later on when they identify that AI was used in the process. Thank you.
You see, now you can even train the AI on your style of writing as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if I'm to share my thought, Robert, I think that you even go ahead to make some what you refer to as human tweaks primer for your about that client's behavior and their preferences. If you buy maybe a year or two time, if you have all this information for the AI, I believe that it will still be able to provide unique responses for each client or customer. I think that people should come into terms with the fact that using AI is not an expression or demonstration of non-intelligence. If somebody is able to use AI, I rather think it shows how smart or intelligent that person is. If somebody has gone to do research and fetch or find out that there is something called how do you call it? There's something called AI Google Studio, and he's able to learn how to engineer the prompt so suitably that it can fetch him the desired outcome. I don't think that person is I don't think that person is not intelligent. He's very, very intelligent. So we should come into terms with that somebody's ability to use AI to get the work done shows how intelligent that person is.
Okay, thank you very much. I think Momin A has had his hand up for a while, so Momin A would speak then. From there, Kofi Steven will speak. Then.
Yeah, so the whole training was very insightful. Sure, it was very insightful, and so a lot of learning and takeaways there. So I am joining from Upper West Region. I'm a staff at the University of Business there. So you mentioned that sometime you guys will be doing the in person. So when schedule is ready, please you let it come out early so that some of us far away we can try to see if we can join. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good. But I want to just add a bit to the issues with the as to whether the person is intelligent or whatever. You see, the artificial intelligence is all about the prompting. Even the language, you can give a prompt and even say that it should give you the response in human language or in computer. I mean, even if you are at a specific geographic location, you can still prompt it in that manner. So the intelligence here that we are talking about, I mean, you the one that is doing the prompt, just be sure what you actually want AI to help you do. You will just be good. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. That's a spot on. I think you also you got the initial SMS from us, right? With the link to
yes.
Yes. So that means that
I'm also on the M-Notify platform. So
awesome. That's nice. So then, that's good to know. So then certainly we'll reach out via SMS once we conclude the training.
Okay.
So we'll take the final comment from Steve, then we call it a day.
Okay, so just to add up to what my brother Mumin said, there was this year 2022 when ChatGPT actually gained prominence. I don't know whether it was 2022 or 2023. And I was discussing this with a very good friend of mine, Emmanuel, and I was bad-mouthing AI, and then I was like all negative. But then he made me understand that in as much as we are inputting promptings in AI, it is also learning a lot from us. So if you are someone who is very knowledgeable and you input certain promptings in it that probably is not in their data, in its database, it can add up to its database and then update it. And also he was like, if you are someone who is very probing, if you're in your life, you're not someone who is probing and you don't ask questions, you don't seek after knowledge, it would be very, very difficult for you to, come to terms with this new revolution, which is the AI. But then if you are someone who asks very good and intelligent questions, just as one brother said, it it is something that will even fine-tune your skills and also your intelligence, because there are some things that you know, but then you don't really know the technicalities of it. You just know the general knowledge. But then if you input certain promptings and then you are honest about it and you just put your questions that you have about that thing in a way that is practical and relative to you, the AI can pick it and then fine tune it to the point that you now see where where you have it wrong, and also where how to think about the whole thing. Yes, and then now it's like you'll be enlightened about that whole subject matter to know the flaws in your thinking at first and also try to correct them. So I think that is something we should also take notice of. Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much. I think that's also well said. I'm honestly looking forward to an in-person session where we'll have more conversations around, more thought-provoking conversations and collaborative conversations around some of the points that you guys have made. But we'll do all to see how best we can have a follow-up on that and have that. So on that note, I don't say once again, thank you guys all for your time. It's been a very good session, and we look forward to the in-person session. Have a beautiful rest of the day.
We'll be raising hand.
And yeah, I think at this point we'll take any hands again. All right, thank you guys very much. Cheers. Bye. Yes, the recording will be shared. The recording will be shared via text message. We'll send a text, and once we create a group, we'll share the recording as well. Thank you. Okay, so I think Sarah, over to you. I think you'd have to end the session from your end.
Yeah, sure, I'm doing that.
All right, thank you. Or you would want to have the final say. You were silent the whole time.
But there were people who were SMS of their numbers and not the we should have taken those ones, the ones we shared. How do we have?
Nobody touched on the Felicia. I just wanted to have the first idea of what it is.